Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 2 vs 2 on Tartarus Centre. Playing as the Orks, we've got Vrax, and his teammate playing as the Inquisitorial Demon Hunters, we have got Necrotechnica. The opposing team, we've got Tiger Shark as the Space Marines, and we have got Cairpain as the Death Corps of Krieg. So on Tartarus Centre, if you remember a while ago in the Tau Civil War video, we were on this map. Huge, massive expanse in the centre as well as at these relics, with their far-flung critical locations, which will favour any kind of mobile kind of unit composition going on here. Which, I mean, all these factions do have access to mobility in the form of the rhinos, transports, we've also got some land, speeders and raiders and all that good stuff. I'm going to see Kerb opening up with some Jaegers and just going to go for the Vox Centre, so no soldiers coming out straight away, just going to use these Jaegers to capture his bits and bobs, his nearest and dearest, some would say. Jaegers not as much flexibility as their Imperial Guard counterparts, only got crack grenade launchers in Tier 2. But they do have access to some really cool smoke grenades, which allow them to be temporarily infiltrated for a short while, which gives them a little bit of an advantage in the early side of things. So we'll see if that comes into play in a little while. Got some Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, so the Demon Hunters here have not gone for the Grey Knights, they are going for the regular lads and chads, which is quite cool. Nothing too crazy going on build order-wise. Gonna have a big mech coming out to see what's going on. Do have some Slugger Boys soon to be in close contact with these Jaegers. Fabulously pink Jaegers, might I add. They're going to roll in. Not the most high in DPS. More or less primarily a supporting, capping Tier 1 unit. Don't know how well they scale later on for the upgrades, but there we go. They're using their smoke grenades for full effect. Temporarily not invulnerable. Invisible. Infiltrated, that's the word. Too many in weapons or words. And also gives them like a little extra cover when they're standing in the smoke, which is quite cool. Trying to raise the Confederate flag over there. Way down south from Land of Cotton. Old times they have not forgotten. I can't remember the song, believe it or not, I'm not actually a Confederate, I don't know all the tunes, but I do like banjos. So that's something to be said about that. There's some Stormtroopers coming in over here. Having a look at what symbol are you? You look cool. Little swirly swirl pool. Space Marines standing in the heavy cover. Not sure how well they'll be able to hold up against double squads of Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, but they're certainly doing their bit. Force Commander also out, causing them some issues. Big mech jumping straight in the middle. I'm going to see a Commissar try and shoo him away. Be gone, you big green. He's doing a little bit of damage to him, but not nearly as much damage as all these lads are. Getting damage done to them, that is. Got some engineers throwing out some cheeky shotgun shots. No, this big mech is just one by one crumping all the gates, giving that guy a backhand, sending him to Valhalla in a way that only a big mech can. And then he's going to turn around and do the same to everyone else. Oh no, he's not. He's going to join all these shoots. Quite a decent firing line going on at the moment. Big Tier 1 push from Team 1. Team 1, that's what you are. Another Commissar out, ready to keep the men in line. Remember that when the Death Corps of Krieg have the morale broken, they don't run away, they just stand still and engage in combat, which is not ideal quite a lot of the time. Got some Space Marines moving towards this firing line here. We're flanking these shooter boys, but these shooter boys are in the heavy cover. Big Mech going to teleport around the side. Stormtroopers throwing a grenade in the middle. God, that's a really inconvenient place to fight. There we go, we can see you now. We're setting up fairly well. Do you have the Force Commander with you? Damn this pink observation post. Yep, there you are. He's in the middle, so he'll be doing alright. Certainly adds to the ranged and melee capabilities of the Space Marines. This is what, 4 squads of Tier 1 infantry from Team 1 at the moment. Going to be quite tricky for everyone to push them off. Do have a field barracks up and some regular old soldiers will be coming out. Pack a little bit more of a wallop than the Jaegers do, but I assume they do. Yes, they do, yes. And they've got the standard flare of extra weapons should they require them. And I think some grenade launchers wouldn't go amiss. With all this clumped up infantry, got another squad of Stormtroopers being sent in. And while this is going on, are you expanding across the map? Yes, you are. You're going for all your bits and bobs, all your gubbins around the base. So that's cool. But managing to stand firm. Trying to build up that observation post. I want to cancel that just before But no, he's gonna be brave. He's got his engineers in the mix. They'll try and build it up as quickly as possible. If they can get that up, that's additional defensive structure that they can use to their advantage. There we go, look at that. Grenade launchers now out for the stormtroopers. Campaign throwing down a minefield in the middle of everything. And what's firing at you guys? Where are you? Oh, you're just a barbed wire fence. Dropped down from on high from the HQ of the Death Corps Krieg. Which is quite an exciting mechanic. Not sure how lore accurate it is. Or even physically viable it is. If you airdrop a mine down on the floor, would it just explode? And then would that just be a standard airdrop bomb? Who knows, really, in the grand scheme of things. I'm not an ordnance man. I'm not a military man. I'm just a guy trying his best to live in this world of ours. Lord General squad out, and they've gone for their veteran bodyguards. Plasma guns, always a treat. Listing post will be brought down low, and we are going to see a bunker round the front. Quite surprising we didn't see a bunker earlier, but saving that requisition to pop it where it matters. No point having a bunker in the centre of your base if you plan to push out of it. Got a good amount of Space Marines. What's the tech situation at the moment? Orks nearly tier 2. We've got you, who was tier 2, the Demon Hunters. Got Tiger Shark, about to be tier 2. And then you, yeah, you're still tier 1. Let's watch from the Orks perspective for a bit. Yeah, lots of grenade launchers now. So these shooter boys are going to be struggling. No big shooters on them at the moment. So I wonder, are you just saving yourself up for anything bigger and better? Got more choppy research on the go. So, what? Are we thinking knobs? Knobs for the front line? And then stormtroopers for the back line with all the grenade launchers? Not a bad idea. If that was what they went for. Gotta be careful though, because when these Death Corps Krieg go into tier 2, which they've just started now, they'll have access to the heavy weapons teams, which are very fragile, but if you put them behind a line of something a little bit sturdy, they can absolutely wreck face. You can also stick them in chimeras as well, which makes them a very deadly, mobile firing squad. But they are spreading out. They've captured the critical location in the middle. Critical location victory timer is not on, so keep that into consideration. It's just there just for the extra points and vision. Sluggers are going to be causing some mischief with these Scout Marines. Also got to bear in mind that the critical locations, as always, are required for your big Titan-esque units. And every faction here has got some quite tasty options for the late game. Got some Storm Boys. Ah, okay, Storm Boys. Go for those big choppers. Jump in the middle. Yeah, okay. I can get behind that. I can pick up what you're putting down, young man. I see some Devastators on the way. All come out with fresh, shiny, heavy bolters. Inquisitorial Chimera. Tanking a fair bit of damage, just having a little bit of a scout. I'm trying to harass the SM base, and there you go. Space Marines will be coming over. They've gone for their missile launchers. That's one advantage about the Tactical Marines. They are quite flexible. You can get access to all the useful abilities, or weapons should I say. Inquisitorial Chimera there, teasing him out a little bit, giving them the old side eye as he goes away. But some of the Space Marines look quite keen to get involved in that. And just like that, Storm Boys jump over the side, but the Chimera kind of attracted all those Space Marines over here, so the wrong place for them to be. Or maybe the right place for them to be from the perspective of the Space Marines. But under fire from a listing post as well as all these guys, they're going to suffer quite a bit. Storm Boys are not tanky at all, even though they are heavy infantry. Devastator squad is going to be wiped out by all this Dakar over here. Inquisitorial Chimera coming in for a second pass. But narrowly avoiding being shot by those missile launchers. You see these soldiers over here being almost ran through. The Chimera goes down. Storm Boys now see the opportunity. The firing line's been moving. He's going to come in and see if they can smash around this bunker before anyone goes in. Smoke grenades off, making sure everyone goes infiltrated near that. The Storm Boys not wanting to get involved in there. They're just going to stick around here, causing a bit of an issue. Attacking the Space Marines economy. Which is not a bad thing to target. Not a bad thing at all. Want to make sure that they don't start swapping out their tactical marines for Stern Guard veterans or anything too crazy like that, but I only managed to really get one down. Not the most efficient Stormboy trades there, but we've got some more stuff for them to bash down here, as well as this critical location, I imagine. Yeah, you can take that if you so wish. No one's going to be catching up with you anytime soon. Triple Inquisitorial Chimeras out now. While one doesn't do all that much damage, combine 3 in one go, and well, they've got a lot of firepower. Also have access to lots of other weapons as well. Hellfire Dreadnought coming out, missile launcher and auto cannon. Good for smashing infantry and vehicles. You can also go for those twin-linked autocannons and twin-linked las cannons should they require extra damage from either side of armor type. So very flexible in that regard as well. Let's have a look at the economies. 98 and 20, 124 and 80, 92 and 50, and 86 and 30. So, yeah, fairly even. We do have the Space Marine play suffering a little bit from losing a couple of his listing posts. But I mean, imagine this one's still going on. Not sure why this one's been taken out unless they... Ah, they captured this place. Oh, they decapped it, sorry, even. So that's something. Significant amount of Chimeras. We've also got a significant amount of firepower on this side as well. I mean, what weapons have you gone for? Oh no, never mind, I can't see. You've gone in the bunker now. The Space Marines quadruple missile launchers, making short work of these Chimeras. Also some cheeky barbed wire fences. Horizontal, might I add. Yeah, they've at least impeded the Chimera's maneuverability. What have you gone for then? You've gone for heavy weapons, so autocannon, so good against light vehicles and infantry as well. Not bad at all. The Sea Post once again being smashed up by Vrax's Stormboys. Real pain in the backside. Need to send some lads over to sort them out. Have some... Is that scouts I can hear? Ah yes, scouts with quadruple sniper rifles. Breaking the morale of these Stormboys, so will reduce the amount of damage that they can bring to the forefront here. That's quite cool. That's fine. I'm sure they'll live. Or maybe they won't live, but the comrades will. Tier 3 coming for Necrotechnica. Vrax asking for some spare wreck. Space Marines, although they're suffering a bit of economic damage from all stuff that have been bashed by, they've got a fair bit on the go. Gonna go for another Dreadnought. And some Stormboys just chilling out in the water. Ready to see if they can crump anything else. Once they get their knees dry. Imperial Icon, in brackets listing post. Next to be on the chopping block from the perspective of Tiger Shark. Also using those infiltrated scouts to screen the centre. Watching over the firing lines. The Stormboys are massing in number. Not sure how effective they'll be at bashing buildings with that sizable number, considering that if you've got enough lads surrounding a building, you literally can't get any more melee damage done just because the moles can't fit. So, unless of course his plan's just to do as, what, maybe it's at 2 buildings at once. Here they go. Big surround. Yeah. Not the most efficient, but it certainly looks good. And like, look at these guys, they're just like, right, well, there's no point. This is not a crumping for us. The one servitor, gangbang to death, not a happy situation. Chimera's coming in, and they're just going to ignore everything and go straight for these field generators. Taking out a good chunk of the green money economy for Cairpain here. Moving these heavy weapons teams over. O's got some grenades going off as well, but sadly not gonna get them. Storm Talon trying to take on these Storm Boys. Oh, Storm and Storm action. Stormy Steez ahead as another Talon comes out. I mean, they're doing alright against Storm Boys. Storm Boys can't really do all that much damage against Storm Talon as they've only got pistols, but there's just too many of them. There's just such number. How is one meant to counter them? While that's going on, the Space Marines have decided that, you know what, we don't care, we're going to keep on pushing forward. Grey Knight Librarian throwing down a face down, killing a couple of Space Marines as he goes about his business. And things being exploded in. Look at that. Full blown. Well, a little mini exterminatus. Still though, would not want to be on the back end of a mini exterminatus myself. There we go. The critical mass of the Storm Talons are now coming in. Stormboy's being blasted around everywhere by these plasma generators, but lots of plasma generator farms being taken down for the southern team here, so be really careful with their spending habits now. Maybe transition to infantry for a little bit until they start rebuilding all their bits and bobs. Inquisitorial Chimera goes down. Stormboy's unrelenting. These guys are on auto-reinforced. They've managed to just basically destroy one of everything at this point. Leaving alone the production buildings, but it's kind of what you do in the early stages of the games. You only really need to destroy those things when economy becomes a bit of a moot point. Got some weapon servitors trundling along. More fighting going on. Just a mass of chimeras from both sides now. Pink on purple. Hellfire Dreadnought on the back lines. The Storm Talons not really standing up too well against whatever this blue stuff was that was being fired at them. The Chimeras, they aren't... Well, the Inquisitorial Chimeras aren't doing all that well. I mean, yeah, they're holding the line, but they're falling down quite fast. But with the addition of a Dakka jet, that might change the tune. Predator coming out. Huge damage from this bad boy. Very effective against most things. So should be alright. Another Chimera goes down. For all the Chimeras, for all the Demon Hunters have gone down. Dakka jet now out on its own. Well, a very strong, versatile aircraft that is. Need to properly support it, or at least have a mass of Dakka jets. There we go, second one has came out. But his comrade, his fellow co-pilot, has been killed. Up his servitors on the back line, full of heavy bolters. But won't do all that much against the Adepts Astartes if they can stand for long enough. Over on this side, we have got a Dakka jet being chased off by these Chimeras. Looking to get some flanking manoeuvres in. Grey Knight Psyker throwing down some blue stuff. Very unpleasant. Take a lot of damage while he stood in there. The Chimera farm, it's just not stopping. Why go for anything else when you've got the most honest and trustworthy of troop transports? Dakka jet standing in the middle, taking whatever shots he wants at anyone. Rots over here, we're just standing around minding their own business, but have been deaded. Slugger boys sneaking around the back. Very cheeky. Capturing those critical locations. But does everyone have a critical location? That's a Space Marine one. That's an Orc one. And that's also an Orc one. Yeah, so everyone's got a critical location apart from those who don't. Which I suppose it's the most obvious statement anyone can make in the world ever, but you know, it's kind of what casting's all about. It's stating the obvious and highlighting maybe the things that aren't obvious. God, this is two very strong firing lines here, but just the massive, well, the diversity, if I can get my words out, from the southern team. Hellfire Dreadnoughts, Hellhounds, Chimeras, heavy weapons teams, Predators. They've got a little bit of everything, like a well-seasoned, well-balanced sauce. Because these guys are just, nope, we've got Chimeras, we've got Dakka jets, and we've got Stormboys, and that's about all you're getting. Oh no, I tell a lie, they've also got tank busters. Branching out, I like it. Shows maturity. Shows development. Character progression and building. All that good stuff. Got some very curvy missiles going up towards that Inquisitorial Chimera. A smoke is thrown about by the looks of things. There we go. Gorillas in the mist. You can barely see them, but you know they're there. You can hear the chuntering. Hear the anger. What do we have of it? Oh, we've got some cheeky scouts going about. Capping and decapping bits and bobs. That's nice. Oh, and all goes relatively quiet for 5 minutes. That was a lot to go on. At the moment, Southern team could really do with pushing forward. They've got the composition to do so. But I suppose they are just trying to rebuild their plasma generators. Defcor Krieg, have you built up... Where have you put your generators? Oh, you've got one thermo generator, and then just the two in the middle of the base. That's fair enough. Gonna go for tier 3. Which is cool. Chimera being self-destructed for more chimeras? Or was that like a low health one? He's just kind of just decided to destroy it just to build up another one. Fresh one. Going for more vehicle technology. There we go. Never deviate from the plan. Just stick with the chimeras. Stormboy's going to see this relic. And triple Dakar jets. That's going to be quite a pain to deal with. The amount of damage that these boys can throw down in a short while. I mean, look at that. One volley. Enough to make a grown man shudder. But it will be decapped by those Storm Boys. And the Chimeras being shooed away. Unable to... Oh, what was that? Oh, just a drop thing. Ragnarok's on the way, though. Ragnaroks are quite strong. Got these Space Marines. All these... Where is that? Oh, the las gunfire's coming from these guys, right? I was like, these guys aren't firing las cannons. Where's that coming from? But no, it's coming from them. We're going mad, boys and girls. I'm losing the plot. But double Predators versus all these Chimeras. Not sure who's going to win in this engagement. Hellfire Dreadnought, suffering a little bit, will fall back to the safety of this firing line of Space Marines. Devastators with their triple las cannon upgrades. Also on this, I've got the Hellhound for spraying some chemicals about the place. That has been exploded. Good amount of Chimeras on heavy weapons teams. Full blown squad over here being turned into mincemeat. Ragnarok coming out to play. Will it be able to take these guys on? Oh, we've got a little boomy bit going on. Flashgate's been sent to an early grave. One Dakar jet has gone down. Ragnarok is nothing to trifle with. Very sturdy tanks. Bring out quite the big smackaroony as well. Stormboy's now going to turn their attention to the assembly plant. They could take this down. That will severely limit the vehicular options for the Defcor Krieg. Till they build another one, unless they've already built another one. Does not seem like it. Ragnarok goes down. Oh, no, that was not a Ragnarok. That was a Chimera. Flash gets opening fire. Heavy weapons platoon put down some sandbags for additional cover, but has not saved them today. Very little in the way of firepower for the Defcor Krieg at the moment. I've got to be very careful. Assembly plant almost been destroyed. Ragnarok only 2/3 of the way there. Space Marines just trying to hold this centre, preventing these killer cans from moseying on. Of a Flashgate squad with a weird boy in there. Can the assembly plant come out and bring out some good stuff? Not sure why the Flashgates haven't focused on it, but here we go. One Ragnarok to save the world. If anyone can save the world, it's Ragnarok's 4, innit? That Marvel superhero man with the hammer. Yeah, oh well, never mind. Nope. Sorry, Chris Hemsworth. Or Christopher Hemsworth, as I assume your mother calls you on a Sunday. All the production bills have been taken down. Space Marines might need to fall back. As lovely as holding the centre is, as tactically advantageous as it is, losing an ally to a mass of Orks, Stormboys and Flashgates alike. Yeah, they could not break through the centre. The northern teams have decided to go for a flanking manoeuvre, and it's really benefiting them at the moment. Terminator squad teleporting in. Once they teleport in, they remain a bit stationary for a while. And their numbers are being absolutely crumped. Full squad wipe right there. Trying to get some more heavy weapons platoons out. Early on would have said maybe building a bunker in the base is probably not the best idea. In hindsight, kind of take that back. A bunker would have been quite an amazing thing in this situation. But the Flashgates may have overstayed their welcome here. Weird boy not feeling all that great. Losing his morale, bottling it a little bit. We'll maybe get this thermoplasma generator if they can keep away from these mines. The Hellfire Dreadnought not giving up, continuing to fire away. Mad Dog just kind of going on a little bit of a jog. And these guys see the writing on the wall, they're trying to get out of it. But hemmed in. Burn the bomb. Oh dear, that was very unfortunate. Whole squad wiped from the Space Marines. Mad Dog with the fighting juice, able to weather that storm. And how on earth did you get up there? What's your plan now? It's gonna... Ha! Well, I suppose it's one way to... I mean, maybe if you ever had the option of, like, the tactical teleporter unit sticking up here for some really well-defended artillery bits, that sounds like a finer plan. Oh well. Goodbye, weird boy. See you in a bit. Servitor being harassed. An ironclad dreadnought. With big hands, big spinny fingers coming in to give him a high five across the chops. Chimeras having to take care of double predators and a missile turret. That's not a winning formula for them, I'm afraid. The Stormtroopers now also equipped with some Grey Knights as well. And, ooh, you are a Assault Dreadnought. Quite fancy looking. Loving me models. Yeah, listening post going down left, right and centre. Space Marines now coming back into the centre as well. Killer Khan moving forward as the Flash Kits and the Dakka Jets come forward as well. Absolute full-blown slog going on here. The tables are turning. The Northern team has got the momentum for this push. Nothing much really to stand for them, or for the Space Marines on this side. Trying to take out this Land Raider Redeemer. Where did you come from? Ironclad Dreadnought trying to spin around and take him down. A fair bit of damage to him. Oh, well, we've got a Land Raider Phoebus then. Why not? Best way to counter a Land Raider with a Land Raider of your own. Chimeras, the too many in number. Death Corps Krieg do seem to have survived this push from the Orks. So have to take care of this Assault Dreadnought. Bunker goes down. Dakka Jets and big mechs are on the way. Also on the flanks we've got a Mad Dog. Mad as you like, mad as you please. See if we can throw down another. Go on. See if we can do it. No, it does not look like he'll be throwing down any burner bombs at the moment. A Land Raider on Land Raider action. Blue flames against las cannons. And it does have to be said that the Phoebus will win that engagement there. Stormtroopers falling back. We do have a Death Dread. Wonderful way it walks. Nice stuttery animation. Smiley face on the front as well. Anything you want and need from this guy, he'll bring it to the table. But will die in that moment. After all, being fired at by Ragnaroks and heavy weapons platoons. Recipe for disaster. Flash gets still in the mix there, not giving up. And the scouts still don't near. Oh no, this is now just Slugger Boys. Very sneak. How did you sneak off? Have you just like sent them on like a massive goose chase around the flanks? Must take them ages, bless them. It's a very long, far way to walk. Oh, but there we go, a bit of a breather. Might even take this opportunity just to have a quick swig of the old liquid. In fact, actually, I am going to do that. Just give us 2 minutes. Oh! Surprising how much talking you could do in the space of 29 minutes and 10 seconds and barely even breathe, have a moment to think, and it really does dry out your throat. Oh, what are you equipped with? Big zappy aliens destroy all humans-esque gun. Now that was a good game way back when. They remastered it, didn't they? Well, I haven't played the remaster. Don't really like playing remasters, to be fair. Anyway, this Land Raider Phoebus, a bit of a sticky situation, but he is tanking all the damage. That Death Dread not knowing what to do. Lord General's command squad going for some more veteran bodyguards in brackets ranged. Land Raider not being pushed around, not being bullied by these flash kits whatsoever. Chimera's falling down as quick as you like. And the Predator with his big zappy gun. I imagine this damage should make you good against everything. Basically everything, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Warboss out, let's see if you can be useful. Bring out the big war. Slapping around that Ragnarok on the flanks. Another mini exterminatus on this Predator. Didn't quite get it there. Might need to bring forward a Servitor, but the Servitor's been smashed in by some warp trickery from the Demon Hunters. Ragnarok's a little bit overextended here. Unable to really move around due to this Warboss just being in the way. What a nuisance he is. Will be taken down, all the same. Warboss, quite a tricky hero to use, really. Don't often see him being... Oh, what on earth is going on around here? Got another Land Raider Redeemer being dropped off into the flank where the Death Korps Krieg were making some headway. Death Dread. Oh, do you come with different faces? You do come with different faces. How cool is that? I never knew that before. Every day's a school day. Grey Knights Strike Squad jumping in, but instantly having their chops wiped off by these Devastators. Well, mind you, these Devastators aren't feeling so great themselves. They'll be annihilated in quick succession. Death Tread being smashed up all the same. After the Land Raider has been repaired a little bit by the Servitor. Servitor's also going to give a little bit of love to the Ragnaroks as well. Where are you off, Slugger Boys, on your travels? Are you just enjoying your day? Going towards this critical location? Fair enough. No pressure, man. Do we have any... So we've got your relic units coming up, but what about the big ones? We've got any Titan buildings at the moment? Doesn't seem like it. Everyone's just throwing all the money into their, how would one say, just any units to hold the centre, I suppose. This amount of fighting, you can't really save up the money required to build up something like a Titan. Dagger Jet throwing stuff about. We also have a fighter bomber, which will be amazing at disrupting infantry formations. It seems to me that we've kind of transitioned away from the use of infantry for the southern team. They're primarily going for a vehicle-based composition. Whereas, oh look, it's a Sieg Fried. Let's follow him on his journey. Let's see where he goes. Alright, not going to go towards battle. I hope you do. Just for entertainment purposes. It's like, what is your function? What role do you play in the Death Korps Krieg roster, Mr. Sieg Fried? Like, are you just chaff? I mean, because you're not fast. You don't decap things, as far as I'm aware. You don't go infiltrated, you don't do... It's an enigma. A riddle, if you will. The Sieg Fried riddle. If anyone can answer that riddle for me, I would be a happy man. Land Raider Phoebus, once again in the front lines, where he wants to be. But needs... There we go. Getting a little bit of support there. Rather than moving these boys forward, the Land Raider thought, now let's move backwards. Got some Vendettas as well. Ideal counters against these Dagger Jets. Bringing out how many missiles per volley? It was quite a lot. Got some assault terminators as well, bashing around these flash gates. Warboss though, he's in the unit, and he does quite a bit of damage in close combat. Managing to crump a whole bunch of lads. As to fall flat and fall foul. What's going on over here? We have got the Jaegers being bothered by these grots. As the battle rages on, and this stormtroop... No, what are you called? You're called a Lady Inquisitor? Maybe. Inquisitor of some description. The sheer amount of anti-vehicle fire coming over from this side at the moment. do as much damage as it can to the Land Raider Redeemer, but it has got its machine spirit on, so able to tank a lot of damage. If I'm not mistaken, it reduces the amount of damage being taken by 75%? That sounds right in my head. But it's probably not the... Oh, well, never mind what's right in my head. What's right in your head? Side Titan coming over. Bringing out his big hand and... Where are you? Ah, look at that. It's like opening a little portal. The Shadow Realm made manifest. And all of a sudden, this front line is crumbling pretty quick. Needs something ASAP to be able to take that bad boy on. Got some vendettas flying around. And the Land Raider Phoebus using a machine spirit of his own to hold that line. He's doing a damn good job while he's at it. Vendetta's trying to block the vision of this Titan by just getting in the way. Not sure that's what that. I'm not sure that's how it works, boys. A good effort nonetheless. Hey, just look at him. He's proper sick, isn't he? Getting Pacific Rim vibes. Hold on a minute. Oh, for a second I thought that was the 8-pointed star then. But that's heresy. That's not allowed. Over on this side we've got Deathcore Krieg causing some mischief. Oh no, the Sieg Fried. Oh, we didn't see him in his act of glory. Well, that's emotional. May as well cancel the cast now. Cancel Christmas. If the Sieg Fried isn't in this world, then I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Stop this planet, I want off. The Side Titan, ready to Gangnam Style all over this Space Marine base. Gangnam Style he is. Look at how he goes. Is it? Where are you going, Side Titan? It was like, you know what? I don't need this anymore. I'm just going to walk away. Walk away from all this nonsense. The Space Marine base is taking a pounding. Are you rebuilding your stuff anywhere, young man? Where's my buttons? Rebuilding a chapel barracks over here. Heavy weapons team's opening fire on these flash gates, but flash gates are going to win this engagement, especially when being supported by a weird boy and a fighter bomber. Orks down here, still chilling out. Still minding their own business. Landspeeder is going to come in and see if he can shoo him away. Stop their holiday a little bit early. Another Landspeeder about to pop. Can he do it? No, not quite. That's very sad. Chapel Barracks also on the way down, but Chimera goes down. One heavy bolter to upgrade with a missile launcher. Still there, still being a nuisance. And what can the Space Marines bring to the table? Side Titan stomping about the place. Flash gates taking down the bunker before it's even able to upgrade itself. It's going to take a miracle for the Deathcore Krieg to bring anything online. The economy isn't amazing. They've got a lot of green money saved up though, so that should help them quite substantially. Commissariat Lehman Russ. I mean, not sure if they'll deal with the Side Titan, but we can only hope. That's all we have left. One servitor being blasted. The Side Titan now getting into the middle. The nooks and crannies, as it were. Over here we've got the Jaegers, and they're not giving up. One Mad Doc trying to get close to him. Being pestered around. Oh, another Mad Doc though as well, but he's taking some juice, so he's going to survive. Titan Shark offering single combat. And it does look like that the... Oh, I see. The Force Commander vs Side Titan. Okay, fair enough. Glorious Antron combat. That Side Titan just charges in there. Throwing his big stomping feet about. Knocks him over. Force Commander is not going to surrender without a fight. Go on, take him on. Get him. Charge, he says. The Side Titan, he's got a melee attack. And he's just keeping the pimp hand strong. Slapping the breakfast out of him. There he goes. Been stomped on. But honourable. Facing death and I shall return. I like that. Ominous. Like as if there'll be a sequel. But yeah, I think it's fair to say, ladies and gentlemen, even with a Malcador on the field and a commissariat Leman Russ... Have we seen a commissariat Leman Russ before? There he is. He's just sat there. Not offering anything particular. He's just kind of shouting orders over the ends. We upgraded with some heavy flamers. Come on, commissar, get him. Don't say no nonsense for him. Look at him go. Almost kicking back that Land Raider. Can he do the same to the Psi Titan there? Nope, does not look like it. He goes down once again. And face me Titan new count. We got more people in the centre. I can't see anyone. Hold on. Tiger Shark, what have you got? Oh, he's there. No, never mind. Haha. Round 2 electric boogaloo, but no. Been turned into hot sauce once again. And that, as they say, boys, I shall return. He's going to do it again. He's mad. Stop him. Somebody stop him. Think of the children. Oh. Could have been a trilogy, boys and girls, but sadly not today. You know, that was actually a really interesting and fun game to watch. Everyone, nice back and forths as per usual. These players are phenomenal, aren't they? Really like to watch them play and always appreciate them sending in the replays on the Discord, which is linked in the description, as well as Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week. All the usual good stuff and gubbins. Anyway, mine's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chore. I will see you in a bit. Peace.